When I was studying for an MA in Fashion and the Environment at London College of Fashion, I wanted to use a mix of my background, which is embroidery and sustainability, and I wanted to bring them together into a project. So I started by looking at how women wear occasion wear, so things to parties and weddings that often have sequins on it. And I found that women often wear that kind of occasion only like 2 or 3 times. But they also don't want to get rid of that dress because they spent quite a lot of money on it. So it often gets kind of put into their wardrobe, it becomes waste in the wardrobe. It doesn't get worn and it doesn't get thrown away and it doesn't get a new life. So what I wanted to do was to make decoration, to make sequins that would only last as long as they needed to last. So the durability was appropriate to the level of wear. So I made some bioplastic sequins that were coloured with natural dye, and the idea was that they would dissolve in water. The natural dye came out of the sequins and it coloured the dress. It was a different colour, and you still had the stitch marks. So the idea was you'd kind of have that emotional connection, but it could be something you could wear every day. So that's where the idea for the Sustainable Sequin Company came from. My company at the moment make sequins from recycled plastic and hopefully from bioplastic in the near future. I work with recycled PET, which comes from pre-consumer waste, and it's important for me to be able to transform that into something that's more beautiful than it started off with. But what I also want to do is add more value to sequins because they are seen as something that's really cheap, that can just be thrown all over. And I think now is a good time to start thinking about why we're using sequins and how we want them to be. So if I can make the recycled or upcycled sequins more beautiful than the conventional ones, then I think that then there's no reason to not use them. I think innovation is really important within the upcycling and fashion business. At the end of the day, in any of the creative industries, people want stuff that looks good, and they still want stuff that is new and interesting. So you've got to be innovative to be able to give people what they want, and there's no good making something that is upcycled or recycled if it doesn't look good, because it's only going to get thrown away anyway. I also offer designers the chance to have any design cut as a sequin, and I think by working with designers like that, you can improve the design aesthetic. You can give designers exactly what they want, which hopefully means you're giving the client exactly what they want, which means that hopefully they'll then keep that garment in use for longer. I think it's really important to bring joy through wear, and I think upcycling can really do that. And I'm sure that other sequin companies will start using recycled plastic soon as well, because I can't see a reason not to. Recycled plastic and virgin plastic work the same. So to not use recycled and not keep it in that closed loop system where we can keep recycling seems crazy. So I was really happy. So recently I was awarded kind of a prize from Common Objective, and I was named as one of the leaders kind of within sustainable fashion. So that was really exciting, and I also got the Redress Alumni Award. So Redress was a competition that I entered a few years ago, which was designing with upcycled materials. My biggest success so far, well, it hasn't really happened, but it's kind of happening, and that's working on the bioplastic sequins, because I think that's going to be a real game changer for the fashion embellishment business, to really get people to think about the fact that sequins are really like a single-use plastic, and we need to think about that in a different way. My dream would be really for all sequins and embellishment to be sustainable. To be in 2 different cycles, to kind of have the biological cycle of the bioplastic sequins that are made of natural materials that can go back into the earth, but also have the recycled sequins. They're in a closed loop system, so they're made from recycled plastic, but then they can be recycled again and again and again.